Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, and Hajjaj ibn Yusuf confirms, "Are you Hadith az-Zayyat?" This 18-year-old responds, "Indeed." And then he says to the Zalim, the oppressor Hajjaj ibn Yusuf, "O Hajjaj, ask whatever you like. I will give you an answer. I have promised the Almighty Allah 3 things. If I'm ever questioned, then I'm not gonna, here and there, like in this day and age, when you're questioned about your belief, all of a sudden, people come out with porkies, terrified. He says, you ask whatever you like. I'm going to speak the truth. If I'm tested, then I will be patient. And if Allah keeps me safe and well, then I will be grateful and prostrate in gratitude." Hajjaj ibn Yusuf asked, "What is your opinion with regards to me?" 18-year-old, he turns around and says to Hajjaj, "You are from amongst the enemies of Allah on the land. You commit haram and you kill human beings for a joke without any valid reason." The second question, "What is your opinion with regards to the Amir al-Mu'mineen, Abdul Malik ibn Marwan?" This 18-year-old turned around and said to him, "You know what, Hajjaj? He's worse than you." Why? Because he is the one that has employed you. So he's worse than you. So he indirectly is assisting you in your evil. My friends, this young 18-year-old, his skin was stripped from his body till he breathed his last. He did not as much as utter uff till he went and meet his Creator. When it came to elevating the kalima La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, I want you to help me and tell me, what was the response of the great Sa'd ibn Mu'adh radiyallahu ta'ala anhu in the battle of Badr, when Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam consulted Sayyidina Mu'adh as to what we should do? How did Sayyidina Sa'd ibn Mu'adh radiyallahu ta'ala anhu respond? My young friends, let me remind you, this was the response of the great Sa'd ibn Mu'adh. He said, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we are with you. Ya Rasulullah, we are with you all the way. You do as you please. فوالذي بعث بالحق لو استعرضت بين البحر لخضناه ما تخلف منا رجل واحد." I swear by the one that has sent you with the truth, O Messenger of Allah, if you tell us to jump inside the oceans for you, every one of us will jump inside the ocean. Not one from amongst us will abstain. Look at the himmat and zeal of Sayyidina Uqba radiyallahu ta'ala anh. Conquering city after city, he reaches the shores of the Atlantic, elevating the kalima La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. And when he gets to the shores of the Atlantic, my young friend, look at the vision. These were men on a mission. He gets to the shores of the Atlantic. He gets off his horse. He holds the rein and walks inside the water. And he continues going. And now when he gets to a stage that he can go no further, this is the point where he raises his hands and offers his weakness to his Creator and says, "Allahumma ashhad inni kad balaghtu al-majhud walawla hadha al-bahr lamadaytu fil bilad." Oh Allah, I want you to bear witness that I have done everything in my power to convey the message La ilaha illallah. Had it not been for this ocean, then I would have continued going till only you alone and alone are worshipped in the land, are worshipped within the universe. Amr ibn al-Jamu', he was lame, he could barely walk. His family was stopping him from participating in Uhud. Yet my brothers, such was the zeal, when the call was made for Uhud, he became deaf to the cries of his own children and participated in Uhud and fought with the kuffar till he was martyred and met with his Creator. The battle of Qadisiyah, a Persian challenges the believers. Okay, who will come and fight me? Man yubaris. Alba ibn Jahash al-Ajri from the believers responds. He responds to the challenge, and in doing so, his stomach has been cut. His intestines come out of his stomach and fall to the ground, and he collapses. And whilst he lay there, he was trying to get his intestines and put them back inside his stomach, and he was unable to do so. A believer passes by, he asks his Muslim brother, "I beg you, help me with my intestines," and he does so. This Muslim brother takes the intestines, places them back in his stomach. In this condition, Alba ibn Jahash places his hands on his stomach like this, and he makes the effort to stand. He stands, and then he charges towards the Persians. 10-15 yards, it is too much for him. He collapses and he breathes his last, and he meets his Creator. Umair ibn Wahab, Battle of Badr. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam made the call, Kumu ila jannatin ardu was samawatu wal ard. Stand to a paradise, the breadth of which is the seven heavens and the earth. Umair was astounded, Ya Rasulullah, this paradise is so big that the breadth is the seven heavens and the earth. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, indeed Umair. In happiness he said, Bakh bakh. Ya Rasulullah, bakh bakh. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked Umair, why did you say bakh bakh? He said, Ya Rasulullah, in hope that I will be from amongst the inhabitants of paradise. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave him glad tidings, O Umair, you are from amongst the people of paradise. He took out some dates and he began to eat them. Then all of a sudden he threw the dates away and said, if I am to wait for these dates to come to an end, then this life will be too much. He participated in battle and fought till he met with his creator. They excelled in this so much that, you know, Uqadir was the king of Dawmatul Jundal. And he testified to this. This was the testimony of a non-believing king. He would say with regards to the great Khalid bin Walid, he would say, no people see the face of Khalid, small in number or large in number, except that they are defeated. You know, when the Muslims fought with these superpower, the Persians, and they would overcome them in every battle, in spite of the fact that these people many a time were barefoot, they were carrying sticks, and the Persians were in their hundreds and thousands. The Persians began to believe that these people are not human beings, and they began to say, Diwan Ahmad, that you are not fighting human beings, you are fighting people from another planet, you are fighting Jinnat. You know, the Romans, when their children would cry during the night, or cry in general, they would scare them. And you know what they would say? And remember, this was the superpower of the time. They would say to their children, and they would scare them, be quiet, or Abdullah al-Battal will come and take you away. Abdullah al-Battal, one of the great Muslim warriors. And you know, when their horses wouldn't drink water, they would say to the horses, have you seen Ibn Fathun inside the water? Is that why you're not drinking water? Again, another Muslim warrior. You tell me, my young friend, what did Tadmir, a Roman governor, you know, when they met with the forces of Tariq bin Ziyad in Spain, what do you think Tadmir wrote to his superiors? This is what he wrote to his superiors. He wrote, نَزَلَ بِأَرْضِنَا قَوْمٌ لَا نَدْرِ أَمِنَ السَّمَاءِ هُمْ أَمِنَ الْأَرْضِ. There are people have descended upon our land. We do not know whether these people are from this world or whether they have come from another world. When it came to displaying courage, there was no such thing as an inferiority complex. Displaying courage, and who can forget the battle of Yarmouk? 36,000 Muslims, and on the other hand you have 200,000 Romans. Khalid bin Walid meets the great Bahan, the Roman general. And Bahan says to Khalid, oh Khalid, we know it is poverty that has driven you people from your homes. We know there is nothing in Arabia other than desert and, you know, date palms. And as a result, you are hungry and poor. This is why you have come. We don't want to kill you. Go home. We will give each soldier 10 dinars. We will give him food, and we will give him clothing, and we will give him drink. And we promise you we will do exactly the same the following year. You tell me, my friends, when the odds were such, to every one Muslim soldier there were 7 Romans. What was the response of Khalid bin Walid? The response of Khalid bin Walid was, oh Bahan, let me tell you, it is not food and drink that has driven us from our homes. We are a people that drink blood. And we have been informed there is no blood sweeter than that of the Romans, and this is why we have come to drink your blood. What do you think was the response of Sayyidina Rabi'i radiallahu ta'ala an when he went to meet, you know, the great Rustam in Persia? Rustam is sitting on a throne of gold with a crown full of diamonds, yeah, with robes of fine silk, with carpets with gold embroidery. No decorative thing is spared. Why? Because now they want the Muslims to feel weak within. Hazrat Rabi radiallahu ta'ala anhu comes, his garments are torn, he's got patches in many places, his horse can barely walk, he's got a turban on his head, his shield was made out of cowhide. He gets to the courtiers, and the courtiers say, oh Rabi, lay down your arms. You know what his response was? My friends, Allahu Akbar. This was the superpower of the time. This one individual gives the response, I have not come on my own accord. I have come because you people have called me, and if you don't like the way I have come, then I will return. Permission is granted. Sayyidina Rabi now begins to recline on his spear, and as he walks, he's now poking their carpets and tearing them, as all the Persians are now watching, and the soldiers, and they can't believe their eyes. Why? Because they wanted to intimidate the Muslims. And look at the courage of this one believer, that he's ripping their pillows and making holes in their carpets, and he walks along. He gets to